Dear Moodle users, this video will be a simple guideline how to create lesson in lesson tool. Use create lesson and use lesson tool in Moodle for online classes. We will know how to log into the Moodle, and therefore we will proceed like this. I will explain how to create lesson, third some of the settings, and then we will see some of the advantage of our other tools. Therefore, straight away we will go into that. We know how to log into the Moodle. When you log into the Moodle, you get a page like this. You go to the course, because I am going to the course because I have created lesson there. Therefore, go to the course and go to the topic, subject. This is where I have created lesson. You can see icon here. This is a lesson. Before I show how to create, let us see what I have already created. This is, if I click, you will get this page when you already created, because if I click yes here, this will guide me to the page where I left in this lesson, exactly where in between I could have left the course, and therefore it will lead there. If I click no, it will go from the beginning. Therefore, we will click no now. Now, you will get a page like this, because this is the first page I have created in the lesson. That's why you get this first page. You can customize your own page. I wanted to give the syllabus in first page, and therefore I have given the syllabus. This will be visible. Next, here you will see a progress bar. Students will get a progress bar, but staffs won't get, because we can able to edit the course. Because we are not undergoing the course, we are creator of the course, we will not have a progress bar here. In this place, students will have a progress bar. Once you finish this page, if you studied this page, you can click next page. This we have to create. I have created. Click the next page. It will go to the next page. This is the second. I wanted to know the students to know the scheme of the valuation. Therefore, I have given the scheme in the second page, because this is the unit 1 and first class, and therefore I wanted to give the scheme. In second unit, I need not give all these things. Then if the students have understood this, then they can go to the lecture. This I have created. Here I have created a lecture here. If a student clicks here, and the video will be played here itself. You can see the video playing here, right? The students can scroll here, anywhere he can watch, all those things he can do. And then when he completed watching this video, you can go to the quiz. In between, you can also, if you want to refer scheme of evaluation, you can go back. If he want to refer syllabus, he can go back. Then you can continue to quiz. Based on this video, I have created quiz, and therefore he will attend this quiz. He will answer any of this. Then this will proceed the next question, next question, next question, like this. He will. This is how, right? If any person does not answer, this will be there. One or more questions have no answer given. Please go back and submit your answer. And therefore, he has to submit the answer. He cannot leave. Okay, like this. This is how I have created a lesson. Then, if all the questions are answered, then it will lead to the second lecture. Yes. It landed in a second lecture. I have not so far not included the second lecture. You can similarly, you can create a lecture, then ask question, create a lecture, ask question. You can for one unit, you can also create a 10 lecture and 10 quiz. At the end, you can conduct a comprehensive quiz, all these things. A student can go step by step, and how much you have completed, all this progress will be shown here, and the report we can get from here. This is the advantage of this course. I think I have only created one lecture and quiz and I have not yet created lecture 2. And you can also see, you can go to any of them, syllabus, scheme, lecture 1, lecture 2. As you create here, this menu will appear here. This is how they will process. Come, let us go and create one more. How to create? You can see here I have already created for unit 1. Let us create for unit 2. For example, go to add an activity. You can see a lesson here. You can see a lesson here. You click add, you will see this page. You can give here, you can give anything. I will give an unit 1, unit 2. You can enter anything or you can just leave it. You can see the appearance, display menu. If you want to display menu, you can click yes. If you don't want the display menu, because the student can straight away go to anything, jump panela, and therefore if you don't like the students to jump from one menu to, then you click no, no problem. Availability, you can click the whole lesson. The availability is for whole lesson, not for a single lecture. The whole lesson 10 lecture irukunu vechunga, on the whole 10 lecture, how much time you are going to give, 1 week or 2 days or 3 days or 1 month, you can all these things you can give here. And you can an important grade, flow control, availability. Flow control allow the student to review. We don't provide try another question ku rendavathu try allow pandringla, maximum number of attempts. All this you can give here. Or grading, what type of grading you want to give, point, or there are several scale or none. All those things you can, that will appear in your lesson. Restrictions, activity completion is another important factor. Students can manually mark the activity as completed. When you progress in the lesson, he will at the end he will click the activity is completed. We need not, but we can use this. Show activity as complete when conditions are met. What are the conditions? These are the conditions. Student must view this activity to ஒவ்வொரு ஆக்டிவிட்டியும் அவன் பார்க்கணும், அப்போ தான் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ண முடியும். அந்த மாதிரி கண்டிஷன்ஸ் வி கேன் இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட். ஸ்டூடெண்ட் மஸ்ட் ரிசீவ் அ கிரேட். ஒவ்வொரு ஆக்டிவிட்டிலையும் வி ஆர் ஆஸ்கிங் குவிஸ் இல்லையா, அதில் ஹவு மச், இஃப் ஹீ கெட்ஸ் சர்டன் அமௌண்ட் ஆஃப் மார்க் தென் ஒன்லி யூ கேன் கோ டு நெக்ஸ்ட். அதர்வைஸ் யூ வில் repeat the course, repeat the lesson or repeat the content. Like that we can set all these things. Or require time spent. For example, if a student is not spending any time on video or in here, he comes and that happens. In normal case, I could see people are, I have given 100 questions. There are people who answered all the 100 questions within within less than 10 minutes. I could see. They should not be allowed. Therefore, you can set a time, minimum time required for the completion of the lesson. You may give 30 minutes or 1 hour or 2 hours. If you have 2 half-an-hour videos, you can give 1 hour for video and or 15 minutes for quiz, all those things. And therefore, you can give 90 minutes. Like that, for the whole lesson, not for a single video, that you have to remember. That you can type, for example, I am typing 60 minutes. He has to spend that much amount of time to complete this course. Are expected. You can also fix a deadline. Before this date, he has to complete this course. You can also fix. These are and some important settings in the lesson tool. Let me give here as 30th. For example, save and display. Now you get actually nothing. We have created a lesson, but we have not introduced any content. Now we are going to introduce. You can add question or you can add content. You can add cluster, add a question page like this. You can import question, all those things. First, let us see how to import a content. You can go here. I straight away going into a content page. right. At this page I have opened. For example, I want to give a syllabus. I type syllabus here, page content. What content you want to be displayed here, and I will open my syllabus. Open syllabus. You can see here, I will just copy a syllabus here, so that any one syllabus, I can copy any one syllabus. For example, let us copy this syllabus for time being. Let us copy this syllabus and copy the syllabus and paste it here. This will appear there. Description, content 1. This is what you have to do upon completion. That you have to give. You can type next page, or next what upon completion what the student has to do, or next or previous what type of content you want to give. Buttons below that. Whatever we type here, that will appear here. I will say continue. I will give continue. Upon pressing continue, what we have to give? It can go to previous page or go to the end of lesson or listen. I will give upon continue, it has to go to next page. I am creating only one button. If you want to create more buttons, you can create any number. You can go to content 2 and create another button for previous. You can go to content 3 and you can create any 10 number of buttons you can create below the lessons. You can see here I have created only one. I want to save this page. Now if you see the page, one content is added, syllabus. If you want to see this, you can go and preview. You get this. A student will get this syllabus like this. At the end, I have created a continue button that appears here. If you have created more buttons, that will appear here. Okay, this is how you create content. Then I will also, for that you have to go to edit tab. For editing and creating purpose, you have to go to the tab. There are two modes, but I will add one more. Here you can go add one more content page. Here I will explain how to create video. I can say it is lecture 1. Here you have to give the content. Here you can either type anything, or you can provide a link here, or you can upload video, insert video or video file. You can give an YouTube link, or you can give and upload locally available video. I have tried both, but for the locally available video, that window opens but video is not playing, and therefore I have given usually the YouTube link. For example, I am also going to give an YouTube link here. Let us have this YouTube link for that. Let us have this YouTube link. Just paste here. No need. You can also paste here, or you can here paste here. Create link. Give a create link. You can also, then after completing this, you can also give continue, or whatever it is, same button or different button, next page. You can give any button as you like. How you want the course to proceed, you can create. You can create, or you can also create one more. For syllabus, if you want to go back, you can create another button. For this page has to go to previous page, or you can type syllabus. You can give this. If you type something, that will be shown here, otherwise will not be shown here. Syllabus, you can click syllabus, it will go to the syllabus page wherever it is. If you give previous page, it will directly go to the previous page, but if you click the exact page what it has to land in, you have to give that page. It will go to that page. Actually, now you can save this page. Now you will get that video there. I think we have created two contents. Similarly, you can also give questions. Let me add a question. I will add a sample question. You create the question. Add a question page. For question page, you have to select which type of question you want to make, essay or matching, multiple choice, numerical, short answer, true or false. You have to select what type of question you want to ask at the end of the lesson. Usually these questions are one by one. These questions are not the quiz that we actually conducted for 100 questions, 50 questions is not like that. This is to test the knowledge he obtained from the previous video, and therefore 1 or 2 or 5 questions will be is appropriate, and therefore you have to add one by one questions. Let me add a multiple choice question. I will get here. Here you have to give what is the question. You have to type the question. I just type a question. I'm not going to give any question here, therefore I am just explaining, therefore I will type question. Now you can give some of the what is the question. Real question has to be here. The real question has to be here, and if the question has multiple answers, because if the multiple answer, that means 2 answers may be right. In that case, you can just click this. Otherwise, if it has only one answer, need not click that button. Right, answer 1. We shall give answer 1. If answer 1 is the correct answer, you have to give 1 here. Otherwise, you have to change it to 0. Upon completion, upon clicking this option, what this has to do? It has to go to the next page. You must be very careful. Here you can give answer 2. You can also give a response. If this person clicks this answer, what response you want to give here? There are some online courses I have done in EDX. There, if the aim is not to actually evaluate, learning by asking questions. In that case, if I click a wrong answer, they will give some clue here, and therefore that may appear here. It depends on how you want to use that course. You want to evaluate or you want to make as a learning, that you have to decide. If you want to give any response, after the person clicks this answer, this response will appear in that page. Here you have to click the next page. If you click the same page, if this answer is wrong, again this question will reappear, and therefore you have to click the next page if you want to proceed. Even if the person gives the wrong answer, then he has to go to the next page, then you have to click that next page. It's all decided by the teacher, and the score has to be 0 if it is the wrong answer. And similarly, you can give many options. You can give many options here. In answer 3, you can give all those things. The network disconnected. Let me pause here, then come back. Got the network back. Let us continue. You can similarly give answer 3, 4, 5, any number of answers you can give. Now let us save this page. Now I have created 3 pages in this lesson. I think it's enough to, we shall see here, preview. This is how the page will look like. When a person goes into that, this is the first page we created, and that is appeared here. And if it continue, it will go to the lesson. If the person clicks here, that will be played. Then continue, we created this quiz. You have to answer. I think we have given only 2, and therefore only 2 option appears here. Right, I think I have explained how to create. To get reports, since this quiz was not attended by many students, we cannot get a report. You can go here, you can get report for all the, how many have attended, how many have completed, what is the score, how many time he spent, all these details, high time, low score, high score, average time spent on this lesson, and all these statistics you can get here. All the scores will get here. This will be a nice thing to use this tool rather than uploading videos and rather than uploading notes. This will be a better thing, because you can see how much learning has taken place, how much progress has taken place. All these things you can see, and these videos are available in the Moodle. Even if they get low bandwidth in their internet, they can watch it later, or that will spool slowly and that will be played. But unlike in Blue Button there are a lot of problems, because the both presenter and the receiver should have a good bandwidth to get uninterrupted Blue Button. Blue Button actually looks very nice, very good, but the problem is, if a student is not able to attend on that day, on that particular day, if the server is problematic, or on that day the presenter had some network issues, or on that day the student has a network issue, the lesson actually will not reach the student. That is the only disadvantage. Otherwise the Big Blue Button is also looking very good. And therefore what we are using is, we are using the Big Blue Button for a discussion, for instructions, for questions, all those things we use Big Blue Button. For actual lessons we actually use the lesson tool, and that method combining lesson tool and the Big Blue Button for practice or for questions is a very good thing we experienced. Thank you very much. I think I have introduced lesson to you. Thank you.